happy St. Patrick's Day weekend. I'm sitting over here playing the drums, hearing that tune, ting, 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 ting. Anyway, man, welcome to Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is my wonderful co-host, Miss Tifflebot. How are you this week, Tiff?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for last week for running for cover because I was just so it was all messed up. So I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway, forgive us for not putting out any content last week, but shit happens, y'all. Uh, and for us, since we don't get paid for this, the podcast comes second. That's all I got to
Yeah, you
say.
got to take care of yourself because we got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Anyway, man, we have an interesting show for you today. We got a couple of things to talk about. Uh, um, First of all, we got this movie. We this week we're doing 2026. We did a streaming special this week because it's not too much at them theaters right now. Even though we probably could have went to go see Scream, but I was very busy. War Machine, not the War Machine from 2017.
There's another one.
War
And
Machine.
they're both Netflix movies. Like, what the fuck? Do some research.
Yeah, it's not that hard to come up with some names, guys.
You guys, I thought so. This movie was advertised as coming out this week, right? So I was like, oh,
Yes.
cool. We didn't have a chance to get to the theaters. We can watch this pretty
Last
new
week.
streaming movie last week, right?
Yes. Hmm.
So I texted Montego, and then I realized that there's a movie, the exact same title, also a Netflix film released. Not even like I would say like, oh, maybe it was 10 years ago.
2017, 2011.
I guess that is about 10 years ago, but
There's two of them. There's
yeah,
two. Yeah.
completely different
Yeah.
movies.
Oh, yeah. I was like, ooh, I didn't know that when we watched it. Now, due respect, this movie earns the title. I could see.
Right, it's a war
Yeah,
machine.
but bastards, get another name. You're just so lazy. No, we got to name it War Machine.
It's just a
No,
war machine.
no, you should have.
Like, how does that work? I thought that like there's some. I guess it's not trademarked. I don't know.
No, it's not trademark. So, but I don't know, fellas. Yeah, you could have just
Yes, it's
picked
a
another name.
questionable practice. If especially they're both Netflix movies. They're both made by Netflix.
Right. But our War Machine stars Alan Ritchson, one of
Hmm.
the actors that I really like because he plays Jack Reacher, one of my favorite shows. And so I really like him on that. And if you want to go through his history, the he was on uh, Titans, the TV show. He played Hawk,
Mm.
gargantuan. And he really looked.
He's a big guy.
He filled out his super suit. Everybody else had on the fake muscles, but not his ass. You know?
He
They
was
had
in
fake
like
muscles in it. They had to take that shit out.
he's like this guy's gonna look weird.
Yeah,
He's gonna
there's
look
a
like a Rob Liefeld drawing with these extra
yeah.
padding in here.
It's a big well, not that big, but it probably started by his people. He wants to be the new Batman, like in like the
Oh.
not like the Batman, not that universe, but
Mm-hmm.
like for the new DC movies. He's like
Mm-hmm.
it's just a small campaign. He's a big bastard, man. And I don't know. I like his attitude too. So yeah, it stars Alan Richardson. But speaking of Hollywood, Tifflebot, I think the last time we were on here, we were talking about. I think we did the Secret Agent,
Mm-hmm.
and the Oscars are tonight, so
They
all
sure
these
are.
questions will be answered
All will
by
be
tonight.
revealed.
But something that you said to me made me like think and do some research, Tiff.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about the Oscars and how like I think you said they made it mandatory now that they must the people in the academy must watch the movies that
Yes, they
they
have to
vote
watch the
on.
movies.
It didn't hit me when you said that shit last week, but it stuck on my mind for the last 2 weeks. I
Yeah.
was like, you sons of bitches, and I'm gonna tell you why. You sons of bitches, because let me tell you something. With all the bullshit that's happened with movies over the years, and it got me to start thinking about like heavy duty like black films that never like got anything, like The Color Purple, 15 nominations, didn't win shit. Malcolm X didn't win shit. Just great black films that didn't win shit, and you know, black filmmakers have we've been snubbed and all this other shit, guys. These fuckers ain't even watching the movies. This shit
Mm-mm.
ain't worth shit. This
They're not
little
doing the homework.
this little punk ass award ain't worth a fucking thing. Fuck the Oscars, Tiff, forever, man.
I
Y'all,
agree.
y'all don't even
It's
watch the films. They don't even watch the films,
right.
and they just vote on shit. Wow, why? Why would you vote on that? You didn't watch it, right?
Because people love to have an opinion, but they don't necessarily want to work for it.
What the shit, Tiff? I
It's
thought this
terrible.
was like some kind of,
You thought they really earned it.
years ago, I
And there was
realized,
like other stuff too that's going on. That's not just that. There's other like, institutional racism and stuff as well.
yeah, but it ain't even all about racism. These are just assholes, man. Okay, let me explain. Years ago, like some news channel, like way before the internet, followed like one of the people in the academy, some white
Mhm.
dude living in suburbia, had nothing to do with Hollywood, nothing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And they were like, yeah, he was like, I'm mailing in my ballots, and I was like, wow, there's just some regular old schmo that's voting on this academy. Now, technically, I think he's supposed to have something to do with film, right? But I don't know. But I remember that from back in the day, and I was a little like, that's kind of fucked. It's just some random Joe doing
Just some
that shit.
guy.
Exactly. But it's even worse than that. Because could you imagine what these film houses are paying some of these people under the table to vote? It ain't even because if you're not watching the movie and you voting, something's up. This award ain't worth shit. All these years of, like marginalized groups feeling snubbed by them. Y'all need to look. Ryan Coogler, he's up for 16. That film is up for 11 Oscars tonight. You already won, brother. You had the biggest box office of any of them damn films. Quote, write the check. The check is written. It's over. You won. You made way more money than all those other films because this award don't mean shit. Do you know how excited I used to get about these awards? They don't mean shit. Anyway, rant over. I'm just saying, from a week ago, 2 weeks ago, it hit my brain.
Yeah.
And I was like, what did she just say? Like, wait a minute. And because I looked it up too after that shit, I
Yeah.
was like,
You're like, this can't be. And then you're like,
no.
sons of bitches.
Sons of
You
bitches. That's
little
the only
shit.
word. That's the only word that just fits it.
I
Wow.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think like they've done a lot to like try to be like, no, we didn't, that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Don't look over here.
Yeah.
Look over here.
Yeah. Tim, it's just,
Oh my God. That's not funny. It's funny that like it's so garbage. Like why? Like, you know what I would do if I hadn't seen the movies? I'd be like, I can't vote. I haven't seen them. I wouldn't even feel comfortable voting if I hadn't seen one
yeah,
of the six.
I saw all the movies in this category. I will
Yeah.
vote.
Yes.
Other
If I
than
hadn't seen one, then I'd be like, how can I say which is best if I haven't seen one?
that, all I'm saying
All I
is,
can say is the best of what I've seen.
I can't believe it. It's tough. That's all I can say is I just can't believe it. Anyway, my rant is over. I just think Hollywood is full of shit. But I'll tell you something that I am excited about, and I didn't even have I don't have the clip loaded. Uh, but they finally gave us a trailer for Lanterns with the oh god, with Hal Jordan and John Stewart. That's gonna come on HBO Max. Looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty goddamn good. I mean, John Pierre, he's playing John Stewart, a very young John Stewart. I mean, he looked good. He's not who I would think would be John Stewart, but I like that actor. I saw, we did that movie where he was like on the bicycle with Don Johnson, they killed his brother. We
Yes.
loved that movie.
Yes.
We were like, this was great. He was great in it, right? And so, so he's playing, and Hal Jordan they went with an old Hal Jordan. I forgot the name of that actor who plays him. He's been in 100 things, but
I
let
didn't
me
see
see.
this trailer. I want to see it. I know that
Oh
you.
shit! I know. I feel bad because I don't have it booted up for the people.
Let me. I'm just gonna pull up on my phone real quick just to see Lanterns trailer. I just want to see who you're talking about, and
Yeah.
then
I forgot that guy's name.
who is that guy?
Kyle. His name is Kyle Chandler. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
one of those people that I'm like, oh, I know that guy, but
Who's
like
that
I don't.
guy, right?
Who's that guy? Yeah, it's that guy.
He's most famous. Well, he was in Godzilla, right? He was the daddy, right? In the
Mm-hmm.
that, second Godzilla, and he was I recognize him most from Super 8 because he was like the dad in that. He always plays the goddamn dad. Now he's playing Howard Jordan.
Yeah, I think he's like and I did not watch this, so I could be wrong. Friday Night Lights,
Yes, he was. He
the
was.
dad in Friday Night
I
Lights.
think that's where he got
That's
famous.
his big famous
So
thing.
back to War Machine 2025, War Machine 2010, and
You
yeah,
got me. You got me looking at this trailer.
I know. Go ahead and look at the trailer. It's pretty good. I feel
It
bad for
looks
the
good.
people. Yeah, it looks really good.
Here's the thing: we're gonna watch it for the show, so
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure. Like,
Oh yeah.
so they'll have a chance. We'll
But
have a
it's a
chance to talk
series, you
about
know.
that.
It's a
Yeah, yeah.
series. So, I don't know how I feel about that. I think I would have preferred. I mean, Green Lantern. I would prefer to see him in the big screen, man. You know. I mean,
Yeah, he's a big screen guy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, I think like some of these characters that they have. I mean, like obviously we've had some fun with these like smaller screen characters, and also speaking of characters who were small
Mhm.
in the what we saw them in, but like so Mr. Terrific, who we agreed was like
Yeah.
fantastic in the Superman movie.
Definitely, definitely. What do you call it? The MacGuffin. He was he
Just
was.
the surprise, like just out of nowhere, just a character that I didn't know that I needed in my life.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me let me tell you, let me tell you,
I need more terrific.
I went to the comic book shop and I bought Mr. Terrific comics
Oh, did you?
because he's got a couple new books, probably because of the response to that character in the film. But I bought like year one
Yeah. I
to like
mean,
learn to read about him, and
he's been
it's
around
good.
for he's been around for a long time. The character,
Hmm.
even in the comic book, much more serious. You know,
Hmm.
that Mr. Terrific was very
He was
serious.
very serious, yeah.
Yeah, he did a couple of jokes which was uncharacteristic for him, but it worked in the film.
Right,
You
they
know,
were like that kind of guy jokes. It's hard to explain, but like
yeah, I'm
they,
goddamn Mr. Terrific. You know, like nonsense, you know, like
uh,
you don't have time for none of this shit. You know,
yes,
that was
yes.
his attitude.
He's done with you and all your shit. Like so,
Exactly.
I've
Exactly.
been really like I was like that was such a good character that I was like I gotta go out to the comic shop and get that comic. When I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like I
Yeah.
had to get it.
Yeah, I
So
want to see more of that character. You
me
know, I
too.
want
I could see a whole standalone movie with that
he
guy.
could have
Bring
a
it, give it to
standalone
me
movie.
now.
That little scene with them little balls and all
Uh,
that shit. Holy Jesus. Yeah,
that's
great
all I
shit.
need. I think he'll probably be back in Supergirl, right? Because that's who he was. Was that?
I don't know if I've never read anything where he had anything to do with Supergirl.
I
So,
wouldn't think so either, but I just thought because of the popularity, like
oh,
in its world, she's
but
on
they were
Earth.
already making the film was damn near done, you know, when that
Sure.
movie was
Oh, sure.
released, you know, so who knows? I know there's no Mr. Terrific. Now that could be a TV show, you
That
know.
could be a great TV show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Give him the show.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Give us more than 13 effing episodes.
Well, we
Shit.
had because we had a good time with what was it? Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
So
Wonder Man was
good.
great. It's so weird that I liked it as much as it is because I guess it put a band-aid on superhero bad movie
Yeah,
fatigue.
they're like, don't. It's okay. We got this for you.
We are talking about actors. Ben Kingsley with the act. I am an
So
actor.
good. So
Anyway,
good.
we are here to talk about War Machine, man.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry to be so excited, everybody, about these other things that are happening, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, great shit on the horizon. Looking forward to that. Actually looking forward to Supergirl, seeing that Superman was so
Mhm.
good. And really looking forward to more James Gunn's universe. But that was just bought by that piece of shit, Larry Ellison. So we don't know what they're gonna do with. I mean, he bought everything. It's a shame. It's a right wing world out here now because he bought Paramount, he bought Warner Brothers, CNN. I mean, all these things to do this bullshit, And so I just don't know how messed up everything is gonna get. Every time
right.
somebody does a purchase, they start a new slate, right?
Correct.
They
It's like they're like
boom,
all
boom,
these
boom.
projects done.
Exactly. And so I'm a little nervous about James Gunn universe at this point. I mean, honestly, I'll be surprised if we get it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, yeah. Give it about it just happened. Give it about a year, and then you'll just start seeing shit happen. Watch, trust me. Anyway, man, let's get into this.
Now for real about War Machine.
War Machine now, 2026 War Machine, rated R, 1 hour, 46 minutes. Alan, what's this say? This is so weird. Oh, alien invasion, action, sci-fi thriller. Follow the final recruits of a grueling special ops boot camp who encounter a mysterious deadly force. Now, why didn't they just say Rangers?
Yeah, why didn't they say
Why did
it's a real thing?
Yeah, why did you just say Rangers?
Weird.
Uh, Directed by Patrick Hughes. Who's in this movie, typically?
I thought you were gonna say who's Patrick Hughes. I was gonna say, like, yeah, who is Patrick Hughes?
Hey,
But
but for
okay.
real, who is Pat? I don't know who he is.
Patrick
Never
Hughes.
heard of him.
So Alan Ritchson, who we've talked about,
Yeah.
and we talked about, you guys. Nobody in this movie, we haven't said this yet. They don't have names; they have numbers. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, they
So
did say
and
81, 15.
we never hear the names.
But that was very clever. I like
I
that.
agree. I agree. Dennis Quaid,
Oh, Dennis
old,
Quaid.
old craggy Dennis Quaid.
Maga Quaid.
Yep, he's out here.
Mhm.
Stephen James. I don't know how he pronounces that.
Yep.
Jai Courtney. It's famous.
Jack Courtney was in this?
SSG 81's brother. He's the guy who dies.
Oh, I didn't even recognize him, man. I did not
Mhm.
recognize him. Wow. He
My,
looked,
sis- my little sister watched this with me, and she was like, Jai Courtney.
oh, wow. Good for her, because I
She's on top of it.
haven't seen him in a while.
Asai Morales.
I really like him. He's
Mhm.
been in so much shit. I really like him. First time I ever seen him was what was a Richie Valens story? The La Bamba.
Oh, I love La Bamba.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks great.
Yep.
I mean, not even just for his age. He just looks great. Full stop. Period.
Oh, he's a handsome.
He's a handsome man.
That's
Keenan Lonsdale, Daniel Weber, Jack Patton, Jake Ryan, Patrick Hughes are the only people who have like credited. But there's a whole bunch of other people who play a bunch of different numbers, like Blake Richardson, Jacob Hohua, Alex King.
Wait a minute. I might have the wrong person here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's it. It's the who's who of who's in War Machine 2026.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted for a second and I started falling down a rabbit hole. It happens sometimes.
It happens. You click on one thing to try to get some more clarity, and all of a sudden, there you are.
Yeah.
2 IMDb's deep.
Yeah, that might not. He might not. I don't know if he was the guy in La Bamba. Was he the guy in 24? I know these guys look very similar. I think he was the guy in La Bamba. Anyway.
Oh.
Anyway, man, let's talk about this movie. So, Alan Richardson, man. So this movie's, it's heavy military, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, get ready for one of those things. Like, so it's fine.
Do you want to do a one word?
Oh, I forgot all about this shit. Look, I'm all off.
The most important thing we do all show.
It is, and I, fall down on it all the time. But I'm going to do better moving forward.
No, you do great.
Okay.
That's like the only time you've forgotten, I feel.
It's time. One. First time hearing the show, one word is a segment. Sum this all up in one one word. The whole movie in one word. What is your one word?
I want to say about this movie, it's kind of not a weird one word, but I want to say like almost. You know what I mean?
Almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like it's not horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the worst thing in the world that like ever happens, but like there's just some of it where like, okay, so for instance, far away shots or whatever you want to say
Gorgeous.
of the monster.
Oh, the monster. Okay.
And also lots of stuff looks nice.
Yes, oh yeah.
And the monster itself doesn't look bad,
No.
except for when they show me its feet, which they won't stop doing, and it looks like dump.
I didn't
So
know
like,
that.
what I'm saying is that like, there's parts of it where it's like, okay, this is like, I love there's like this conceit, not to get too much into the movie, but spoilers up, that like the reason this works is because some of these people think they're in a training simulation, so they don't know that it's not just part of the training at first. And there's lots of little things in this movie that I'm like, that's pretty clever. That works really well.
Okay.
But then there's some things where I'm like, but that also looks like it's a Netflix movie because it is.
Huh. Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough. My one word is popcorn.
All right. Yeah.
I did enjoy this movie. But I enjoyed it for what it was, man. I wasn't sitting there like, this movie is going to change me or give me, thought provoking.
I'm not experiencing art.
Yeah, no. But I'm the guy saying gotta like Battleship and shit like that. Nobody likes it. I like that shit, But I did enjoy this movie. First of all, I really like Alan Richardson. I don't mean to be on
He's
his tip like
I
that.
really feel
Uh,
like he's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Do you know what I mean though?
oh
Not like
yeah.
because he's such you guys. Every movie he's in. So for instance, a couple weeks ago, we watched a terrible movie at our house. Nothing to do with the podcast, but it was like Kevin James, and it also had Alan Ritchson in it.
Okay.
And the movie was bad, but
Mm-hmm.
Alan Ritchson is just so watchable
Mm-hmm.
that like you're almost like that's almost like making this a passable movie because he's carrying it. Now I'm
Okay.
not saying that he's carrying all of the movie here because I think there's other good things about this movie, but
Yeah.
he's just so endlessly watchable.
Okay. I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
So, you know, I say, I again, I enjoyed this movie for
Hmm.
what for it just being, reckless action and taking itself seriously. So I enjoyed it. I watched it with my wife and we liked it. Um, most people like this movie, 70% on the tomato meter,
Not bad.
and 69% with the audience score.
Hmm.
So, I mean, guys, it's not a life altering change.
No, no, you guys, but you sit down, you'll be
Yeah,
fine. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah. And Netflix, they got the cash, so they do put. I didn't notice the damn robot's feet. Now you're gonna have me go watch
I'm
this thing again.
sorry. It's just that like in because I even remember thinking this was fine, but you're really focusing on those feet and they look bad.
I don't remember even seeing the goddamn feet. That's
Well, that's how good it was. You're like, I haven't seen a single foot.
no, I haven't seen a foot. So movie starts. We got some army, some regular army guys, career army because Alan Richardson is nobody's youth.
No, he's not a
He
young
almost
man.
my age. Shit, he up there.
He's just
He's
doing
up there.
that's his job. Right. Yes.
Yeah. He's pushing. He's up there with me. I want to know how how old
You
he
want to tell
really
how
is.
old he is?
Yeah, because I was like, man, I've never even heard of anybody his age going into the Ranger program as
Let us.
being.
He is 43. He is only
God,
2 years older than me. No,
he-
3 years older
he's
than me.
pushing.
So handsome. They let him in because he's handsome. He's in the handsome unit.
Yeah, he up there, man. But him and his brother, they're I think in Kuwait or Iraq, and
Yeah, they're in Afghanistan.
yeah, and there's something happens. It's roadside. Some shit is gonna go wrong. Pulls up, and these guys are giving each other attitude. I knew it was phony. Then they're like, "Oh, bro!" I didn't realize it was his brother. Until a little while later. But his brother is running the unit at his age. He should be because everybody else is 17 years old. And and 81. I don't even know his real name,
No,
but
you don't get to know his name.
he
They never reveal it in the movie.
he's like support. They to come fix
Yeah,
shit
he
on
comes to
the
fix
side of
the
the road.
car.
And so they're fixing the car, and his brother says, "I want to join the Rangers. We said we were gonna do it. Let's do it." And his brother in 81's looking at him like, "I'm 43 years old."
Yes, yeah. He's looking at him like, I'm about to be done with the
He
army.
was like, "This shit is like way past our time. We're
I'm
retired.
about to be retired.
All I want to do is get on my boat. I want to hit a beaver. It's over, right?" But then he just says, "Why not? Let's do it."
Let's do it. And they
Whatever.
have you guys the world's worst tattoo.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's
But
bad.
here's the thing about them saying let's join the Rangers. I could see it only because their career, but even at their
Yeah,
age,
they need
they
it's a
should be
promotion.
they should be retired because you don't have to do 30 years in the army to retire. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's still a
Or
stretch
like, I guess I don't know how it works, but like, also I feel like a certain time you transition out of combat, right? You do more like
unless you want to stay, like
say
Tom Cruise
combat.
was in like Maverick. He just
Hmm.
was sabotaging it, so making sure he didn't get out of
Get out, rank up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, so but then even when that happens, they'll just do it anyway. Like you've been here for too long.
Right. Well, ranking you up. Yeah.
Yeah, let the
Getting
next
you
17-year-old come here and be quicker and faster than you. Anyway, so all hell breaks loose. They get into a firefight. They get bombed. Boom, boom, boom. His brother is dead, and now this cat is like all alone. Next thing we know, he's joining the Ranger. The RBT, right? And he's effed up. Tiff
Yes,
hasn't dealt
he's
with hasn't dealt with his trauma or nothing. Which
and his knee's all jacked up and has got some other stuff going on too.
oh yeah, because he took
He got injured.
shrapnel, picked
Yes.
up his brother, and started walking to the hooch, man. Like 15, 20
Hmm.
miles or something like that. And so they show that in flashbacks. And so at this point in the film, Tiff, I'm like, okay, we knew the Ranger thing was coming in because of the trailer.
Yes.
Because you sent me
Right.
the trailer, and I was like, let me. I said, so we got to get to the Ranger thing. So this is why this old man is going to the Ranger. So boom, he gets there. Everybody 17 years old. I mean,
They are. They're all really young because that's the time.
that's the time.
Moving up in the Rangers.
And so they do this whole thing like I really like where they go through the training.
Hmm.
You know, you forget all about this alien movie. And when movies are able to do that, Tiff, I like that shit, man. It's like
Yeah.
Sinners. I like when I forget that, oh, I'm
There's a
not here to
vampire
watch
in
this
here.
old dude,
Right.
become a ranger. This turns into something. So the training is intense, Tiff. I love all this shit. Where are you at?
Yeah, I actually like, so this is the part, and like I think this movie does a really nice job. So like what we see is them coming in and they're all getting assigned their numbers, and like we never learn their names like we've said. But we get these like kind of distinct, there's the mouthy guy,
Yeah.
and then there's the calm guy, you know what I mean? Like we have all these little personalities. And the one guy who's like, they're like, "Oh, you're a leader, a team lead."
It's number 7.
Yes, and he's a great team lead. And then they try to make Alan Ritchson a team lead.
By
And he's
default, you
like,
wouldn't even have a choice with that. You old, all right? You
right.
are
They'd be like, I kind of thought that was the thing that I kind of thought they were going to be like, well, tough shit.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
they
have a
were
choice.
like, okay, fine.
Well, he's a big fucker too. So you can say, "Come here, you're gonna." Oh, never mind. It's cool. It's
All right.
cool.
Okay, number 8.
Sit down, big fella. Pat him on his chest. Sit down, big fella. It's all good.
And I so like I do think they do a good job of like setting this all up. They all have like the distinct personalities. He's got like, so we've discussed, he not only has the physical like issue with his knee, which he's like, you guys.
He popping pills. The
Yes,
manager,
and he's like icing it every night. I'm like,
Okay.
you shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, but the way
so
he was taking those pills, Tiff, he was laying on that bed.
and I'm like, yeah, I hope nobody catches me.
He was right out in the open with
Yeah,
that shit.
just like
No, what he was doing was he's such a big bastard. He was like, "Ain't nobody gonna say nothing."
he's
to
palming
this
him. He's just like it's just like this, and then it's gone.
yeah. I mean, those mean ass looks on his face this whole movie was just like, you need one smile. Just give me one smile. Smile and smile. One smile. He wasn't smiling. So,
And then they pull him into the office
yep.
because they're like, listen, you are doing really well, but like, and I understand because like, here's the thing, you can pass this test, but then what are you going to do if your knee gives out on you while you're out in and we're going to have to drag your big ass back to camp? Maybe you're going to jeopardize.
Was that why they were talking to him in the office about the knee? I thought it was his lack of taking leadership.
It was all that. It was like, I thought he was just saying that you're not fit to make it.
Well, that's what I thought it was.
Program.
No, he mentioned the death of his brother and he jumped right into the program.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was talking. I thought.
Well, because he'd failed the program 3 times, 2 times, 3 times.
Oh, did he? I didn't.
Yes, so this was his 3rd time trying to get through the program, and he'd failed the first 2 times? Question mark. It might have been 3 times because he couldn't, like the knee and other things. Like he's old. Like
Okay,
you're saying,
I thought
he's
you were
old.
talking about the brother, his lack of taking care of that shit.
Trauma
mentally.
response.
Yeah.
Therapy.
That's what I didn't even get the other part, but I must have missed it. I might have to watch this movie again and it's watchable again. For
Yeah,
me.
it does say Torrance questions his mental state over his PTSD and insists he step down from the program to recuperate, but 81 refuses.
That's what I thought.
But they do say that he's been in there. He's failed it twice I think maybe because of the PTSD.
Well, see, I didn't know that he failed it twice. I missed that, guys. What the hell am I doing?
Well, no, I think like some of the stuff in this movie is pretty like, it just is, they're like, they don't dwell on it. It's like, and then they're moving on, which I think is pretty good for this kind of a movie because you have a very tight time frame to get through this. But like, I will say that they are telling him, they're trying to get him to bump out. So they say, too bad, now you're going to be team lead.
Yeah. And
to piss him off because they kind of think he'll leave.
Yeah. Yeah. And so now he's team leader and he's basically not team leading. He's directing. He's not leading, right? He's like, you go here, you go there, you go there. He's doing the right shit, but like I like when they wanted to do an inspirational speech, and he's just like, there, I'm here. And then so number 7 steps up and like, I guess I'll do the inspirational stuff since you're not,
Yeah.
So they get into the shit, Tiff. They got blank.
Yeah, this is the death march or whatever they call it.
Yep, they got to go from here to there against the other teams, and they got blanks, so nobody gets killed inadvertently, and they're out there, on ass, right? There's no help.
And they have like an objective. So like they are have an area marked on their little map that's like a fake training scenario that you're supposed to
Yes,
get through and then return to camp. Is essentially what they're going to do.
yes, Tiff. But all whilst we're watching all this army stuff, the film is cutting in asteroids
Yes.
that's not doing normal
And we don't know
asteroids
why.
patterns.
Yeah, it's weird asteroids. I mean, we
I
know.
hate I hate the way they were saying they don't know why. We all seen Independence Day. We all know that
Mhm.
asteroids follow a certain trajectory and they don't change course. We know that. Asteroids was taking changing course. All of a sudden, boom, I guess it comes into the atmosphere, right? And it lands where our people are at, right? I mean,
Yes.
right there. And so they're supposed to be training, and they find this thing. They stumble on it, right?
Yeah, they're trying to rest and then they
Yes.
hear something and then they
Yes.
think it's part of the training
They thought
simulation.
it was part of the training.
Which I
and
thought
this,
this is the most brilliant conceit of the film because it makes so much sense that of course you're is as a logical human being, even if you're just out there and you're not on a training exercise, you'd be like, what is this? What is this weird thing? I don't know what this is. If you're on a training exercise with the military that does a lot of secret stuff, you'd be like, this is part of the training exercise.
yeah, they thought it was part of the training exercise until we started
Until it
vaporizing
stood up
people.
and was like, "Bzzzt." Which you guys, holy shit.
Yeah, holy
It
shit
is
is right.
really scary because
They
it
own it,
has,
earning that rated R with this one.
they're just like, I thought people were just going to explode and they kind of did. But like, this thing is like smashing them against rocks, slicing them in half,
It's bad.
scanning to see if there's any sort of like living organism
Bad.
around,
I'm
and just
like,
being
this
like,
goddamn thing is. What kind of aliens is this?
I don't know. And here's the thing, we never see like what's inside, so I can't tell if the alien is inside of the ship or if the alien is the ship.
Now, what bugs me is that there's a scene when this thing happens, and they're like holding guns and shit, and he grabs a gun out of the, I think it was the female recruit, and throws it. He's like, "Get rid of this shit." It's a gun full of blanks, y'all.
It's still I don't know. It's not gonna help you.
So they got blanks, and all they got is like their little knives and their equipment. It wipes out everybody, Tiff. Everybody goes. Like it hurt.
Hmm.
The injures number 7. I'm sorry, Tiff. I like number 7. Number 7 was the inspirational black dude in the movie, but number 7 would have got his ass
Number
left.
7, you guys, and the things that happen to number 7 while he's on
The
like the
stretcher.
stretcher, I'm like, that man is dead because he's like spinning around. They're lugging him over rocks. They're like, you know what I mean? And like, I agree with you because at some point
Well,
you're
Rangers.
jeopardizing everybody else. They leave
One
no one
one
behind,
of the
right? That's
Ranger
the thing.
mottos is they leave no man behind. But
But like,
you
I
number 7,
honestly, I would be like,
you got to go.
just leave
Look,
me. Just leave me here.
they made these rules. They wasn't thinking about space aliens, dude. They so
And
your ass. The rules
yes,
is
there's a
changed.
whole entire different. We're not living in the same reality anymore. But also, I do think that like there also so they have morphine,
Yeah.
but
Oh, that's
it's gotten
gone.
damaged.
Yeah, it's gone.
So you guys, and his injury is bad.
Look, you got to stay, bro.
Bad.
Look, if we make it out, we'll come back to get you.
Honestly, it probably
Play
been
dead.
safer to
Play
leave his
dead,
ass
Chief.
there. Although that's not true because the thing scans for like all organic matter or whatever. It can
Yeah, but
tell
it was
where you
looking for
are,
them though. But it was looking for them. If they would have went the
specifically.
opposite direction, I would have had to come back and
Sure.
get you. I would. No
I
way.
would like you guys. He spins around. There's times when he's just like, I'm just like that man is deceased,
Yeah. Yeah.
dragging his
So
ass around like that.
it's a big game of cat and mouse. High tech cat and mouse where scanner beams is all over the place, and I would have liked to see this movie honestly with if they did have their weapons to see if they would have made any dent in the goddamn thing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because they weren't even fighting against the goddamn thing, right? I mean, it's only one time they shot
Well, they tried
weapons
to like
at it.
do some stuff to it, but like yeah, like obviously just went. But then they also were like talking about because he
Oh,
comes
the way
through.
they discovered it, they put all that C4 on it because they thought it was
Yes, and it didn't
it
blow
didn't
up at
do a
all. If it, you
goddamn
guys,
thing.
that's done.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't
you're
shoot
cooked.
that thing. You can't do
Yeah.
shit. And
Yep.
they also were saying because I
Yep.
remember that like C4,
Yep.
and that was a lot of C4 too, guys. So
Oh,
it
they
would
put
be
enough
a
to bring
big
down
boom,
a building. Shit.
a big boom. So and it did nothing, not even a scratch. But they also
It
saw
just
that
woke it up, is what it did.
yeah, it was like
It was like,
that thing said, "Excuse me."
oh, you want to play? All right. You want to play?
Let me show you what I brought to the party. It said.
Exactly.
But they also saw that it had like broke through the mountains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the guy was like, one of them. I don't remember who said it, but they were like, "What? How do you hurt something that breaks through a mountain?"
Yeah. So it's
So
on.
like you guys are scared shitless. They also, before all this happens, before everyone gets obliterated, he also realizes before it even kind of stands up, he realizes it's not a military exercise because he finds the actual military exercise site, which is like a fake downed plane.
Dude, they was evaporating your buddies. This is not.
Yeah, it's not a military exercise
that was
unless
an unnecessary scene with the
yeah.
plane.
And then they were like, and then they were like, "Oh, is it Russian? Is it Russian technology?
Space aliens, bro.
It's space,
Space. Yes.
space Russians."
This thing is relentless, Steph. It's
You guys, and it's to the point where like you think how petty would you? Because I mean, obviously they tried to blow you up, but they didn't blow you up. So like this alien is more than hostile. It's like petty and hostile.
yeah.
Because it's like basing after. I mean, like imagine if an ant got on your picnic and you made it your mission to smush every ant that ever
Right,
existed.
dude. This is some inconsequential shit
Yes,
here, right?
yeah, it's like clearly they can't hurt you.
5 or
Like,
6
they
little
can't do
dudes running
shit
out
to
here,
you.
man. Let them be. Let them be. No,
But,
it's like extermination.
He's like,
It's just, yeah.
as far
So
as I'm concerned, you asked for it, so here it
it's
comes.
about as big as a tank with feet.
With
You
feet.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just chasing them, and you know,
And
it
he's
gets
picking
into
them
that.
off.
Yeah, so they luck up and destroy it, Tiff. That's how it happened. It gets in that little ravine and stuff, and the rocks start coming on top
Well,
of.
yeah, he realizes that like his brother was always using some kind of, what do you want to say? Like we do a fix a flat,
Yeah,
but he was like
epoxy.
using some kind of thing to like always fix the inside of the engine.
Yeah, yes. And so it gave him an idea,
Idea.
flashback, and we're gonna drown it because they finally got some weapons, and the guy sacrificed his whole life. And that box, he got zapped, and the box flew in his
Yes.
hand. It was like,
They find the truck and everything like that, and it's like
yeah,
how again like some of the stuff that's happening is like he went through the alien went through the mountain, like you guys aren't gonna be safe inside of that thing, but I guess they were. I mean, it's kind of a little,
yeah, yeah.
and they're driving to get away from him, but then yeah, so then they trap him in like a quarry or something.
Yeah. And he's coming around the quarry, big badass. And I forgot how they actually got all those rocks on.
So there was like he pins him against the side of the quarry or whatever with
the
truck.
Yeah.
And then he switches on the quarry machine, which is dumping the rocks into the
Yeah.
top of the vents because he's saying because he can
Super
see
lucky.
that it's breathing. sort
Super
of.
lucky. I
Yes.
mean, this is just straight luck that he, got to have some shit fall on top. So it overheats the thing and it kills it.
Yes.
The what you call them. So then after everybody's dead,
Everybody said except for number 7, the guy on the stretcher. Number 81, Alan
Yeah.
Richardson. That's it. And then so we have our redemption because he could never get his brother back to camp. But I
Yeah.
will say, so we arrive at camp and it's an emergency because this is not the only alien that's landed on Earth. Okay,
That's
there's
it.
like a bunch of them.
the whole time we're thinking this is just some
Just a
predator.
random event, like an
Yeah.
accident. It accidentally
Yeah.
landed here, but
No, it's a full scale invasion.
it's
all
an
over the world.
attack.
Yeah.
But I will say that like so they're scrambling all over this military base because they're like, okay, we've had this reports and we're trying to figure out he's covered in blood and he's carrying another man who's deceased or apparently deceased.
Yeah.
And there's all these people that want and no one's like, get this guy help.
Yeah, they're like,
They're
F
just,
him,
like,
we all
running
hurt.
by, and shit like that. And you're like, get this man some help.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's the expert, man.
Yeah,
Because
now he's the expert.
he actually toppled one. So he's instantly look, I'm more than a ranger at this point. I'm super ranger.
Yeah,
I'm
when
going to kiss my ass, you know,
I'm
everybody
the
bow
president.
down. Yeah,
I'm the
exactly.
president
I'm
now.
President Ranger.
It's like he was like, I didn't cross the finish line or whatever, or he did, and then Dennis Quaid's like, it's your
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ranger
So your reward is to
More
go
work,
back out there
more work.
and do it again,
Get
right?
back, and also, you haven't even slept. Get in this helicopter, bitch.
Yeah, and they ain't had no food, so
Yep, get in there.
yeah. So man, he's got his beret. He's looking good. He's shouting orders. Movie goes off, and
And
so
because we get this redemptive arc where he saves his friend, and
yep,
that's like replacing his brother or whatever. Because what he wanted was he thought if he could become a ranger, he said, I think I can finally sleep.
yeah,
Because he hadn't been sleeping because of the PTSD. So then we see him sleeping in the helicopter, a horrible place to sleep. So we assume that he's like gotten
yeah.
a little bit of relief from his PTSD symptoms by saving this person, even though everybody else
They
dead as
all,
fuck.
hey, bad too. It
Yeah,
was-
terrible.
it
Like
was-
your guts are falling out and shit. It's like,
that thing-
and then so this guy who had his leg like chomped up, like they jump off that cliff and he lands on that leg. I'm like, dead, deceased.
yeah,
And then they get him on that little thing, that little gurney, and they're pulling him over shit. And you guys, and I do think it's really realistic because he passes out, which you would totally do. You would just be like,
Yeah.
I'm in so much pain, I am passed out.
Yep.
But yes, you guys, it's an excellent popcorn film. If you want to sit down and
Yep.
see an alien invasion, I kind of want to see what happens, like what's going on the rest of the places.
Well, it's Netflix. They may do it.
That's true. I mean,
You
how much
know?
this movie cost? Oh, we didn't even see how much this movie cost. I wonder how much. I wonder if it was cheap or expensive.
Oh yeah, I didn't do Box Office Mojo because there was no box office.
Right, but I wonder if they can guesstimate. Okay, it says the box office, quote unquote, is 57,000. But like, how do they do that if it was never a box office?
Maybe they put it in a couple
Like
of
some kind of an aggregate.
No, maybe they put it in a couple of local theaters before.
Sure, because it does say that that's from Box Office Mojo,
57,000.
which is not nothing.
I mean,
57 comma. Yeah.
but it wasn't showing anywhere. So
right.
I mean, I'm saying maybe they just put it in a couple of local theaters somewhere.
Maybe
in
they
America.
have to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, just to because I've seen
say it's a
Netflix
movie?
movies there for like a few days, like a week, and then next thing you know, it's on Netflix. Frankenstein was like that, right?
Yes, because Frankenstein was a Netflix movie that they did a theatrical release for, and I think that not to go back
I
to
think they
circle
wanted
back
do
to the
that so it
beginning.
could go back to so it could be at the Oscars.
Yes, Oscars.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
have to. I think question mark because I don't know how like that was some of the things that people were talking about when all this streaming became such a thing, especially during the pandemic. Was like, how do you judge a streaming service's platform performance versus like a theatrical performance? And I think that
Especially
there's
when
some
release
rules.
them to the public.
Right, because like not everyone has. I mean, like, I guess you could get it, but like, yeah, your stuff is private. Like your statistics are private.
Yeah,
Nobody
they
knows
don't
how much
share.
you're watching or whatever.
They
But
don't
like,
share.
so I think that they do that, like you're saying, in order to become qualifying for certain
think so.
awards.
I think
they
so.
have to be theatrically released.
I think so.
It's the same thing about like there's some theatrical like you can't be nominated for certain awards unless you have a certain runtime. Like if you want to be a feature film, you have to have a
Yes,
certain
90 minutes.
runtime versus a
Exactly.
short, etc.
Exactly. You got to hit that
So-
90-minute mark.
You gotta get the 90 minutes.
You
You
gotta
want to be considered for this award, you better hit that 90-minute mark.
hit that 90-minute mark. And you can do that with your credits.
Yes, you can certainly do that.
Oh shit.
Lord.
Anyway,
Fine.
I enjoyed this conversation. I enjoyed this movie. I mean, this is not everything got to be serious, and
No, it doesn't. Nothing. That's the thing about when you see a movie, and I hate to keep saying this, but when you see a movie like Sinners, which is kind of both, I feel like you could go in and have a popcorn experience with Sinners because it's so fun to watch, but also it's art. So like, not everything is that.
Yeah.
Not everything's gonna get there.
No. I do have a hankering though to see the Chicano, brigade that was in that movie. That they were exciting. They was like, "Oh shit, it's getting dark. We out. See y'all later." Yeah, they left. I mean,
Yeah, I want to.
it just seemed like some shit was happening with them.
Yes,
You know what I'm
show
saying?
me. There's a lot of things I think I could see more of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll get ruined. You know, even if we go into the future, you know, the now with the Michael B. Jordan character, it'll get ruined. But if you did something totally offshoot, like I want to see the Chicanos, man, I want to see them, Tiff. I want
Show
to
us
see
them
them.
all. I know. I agree that like we have to like be like okay, but it's in order to maintain its perfect
Yeah, yeah.
status.
Don't
We
Matrix
don't get
it.
to know everything.
Don't Matrix it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't ruin it.
Matrix is perfect. And you came out with two and
Matrix
three.
2.
Four.
4.
You remember that?
I do remember.
It was on during the pandemic. Damn.
Well, I think that they didn't want to do it. You know what I mean?
No, they didn't want to do it. I mean, the whole goddamn it was just terrible. Oof.
Yeah, bad.
I don't even
Real
that don't
bad.
even exist. You know,
Yeah, it's so bad. Your brain was like lobotomized.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what that movie
Oh
is.
shit.
Anyway, man, we came to do the damn thing and we got it done. We got
Yeah.
a chance to talk a little Oscars. Got a time to talk a little lanterns and explosions.
Hell yeah. Big
This
boom.
movie.
Tune in next week when we pissed as fuck about who won Oscars. Even though we don't really care about them.
Oh, I won't be pissed. I have no respect for the whole goddamn
Yeah,
Academy
it
no
doesn't
more.
matter.
I had no idea it would.
Yeah. Montego's
Watch the
living
beginning
the
of the show. If you just not tuning in, watch the beginning of the show, and you'll see my whole rant about
Yes.
that. Jeez, it was. Anyway. So, I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is my wonderful co-host, Miss Tifflebot. Say goodbye to these lovely people, Tiff.
It's been a pleasure as always.
It has. And until I don't know what we're doing next week, man. Have no idea. Got to figure it out. But we will figure it out.
Yes.
But until next week, man, we will be on
On patrol.
Patrol. Uh-oh.